complaining. They could have been rejoicing, knowing that they were going to that promised land. And yet, over about 38 years of wandering before they were ready for the rest of the generation to be able to go in. That those young people could never glory in that, because Moses was really concerned about them and not being able to realise that though their fathers had failed, they may have failed also. For in chapter 32, when the children of Reuben and the children of Gad, when they got up there, before they crossed over, they set up to the place that was a very good place for cattle, and they wanted to stay there. But Moses remonstrated with them in verse 6. He said, shall your children and brethren go to war, and shall you sit here? And why do you discourage the heart of the children of Israel from going over into the land which the Lord had given them? Your fathers did that when I sent them out from Kadesh Barnea. For when they went up into the valley of Eshcol, they saw the land and discouraged the heart of the children of Israel. Well, then the people said, oh, well, we will go with them. We'll leave our families here, and we will fight till they possess the land, which they did. And Joshua, when the people possessed the land, he was able to send them back. So God was able to fulfill his promise of bringing a nation as a nation. But of course, these people who had lost, reminding us of we may not reach to where God may have us. It may take years to be able to learn how God can bring us to the point where it is that we rest in him, that we're satisfied and we're contented. And as Timothy was told, that godliness with contentment is great gain, and that our desires to be set aside, that we're here to work and to serve the Master whom has saved us. And so this wonderful story of the children of Israel, when we come to 1 Corinthians chapter 10, it tells all these things happen unto them for types, but they are written for our admonition, upon whom the ends of the world are come. So in chapter 10 it gives us a summary that God was not well pleased with some of them. They were overthrown in the wilderness, but they were examples to us that we should not long after worthless things as they did. And so he says, these things happened unto them for examples, but they are written for our admonition. And Romans chapter 15 and verse 4 tells us it's written for our learning, whereas admonition is a stronger word. That is, you've learned something, make sure we do it. And chapter 10 of Corinthians is such a chapter for us to realise the value of what these people experienced, but it was only for types for them, whereas for us, and we ourselves must be admonished by what they experienced. And then we shall then look at the value and the worth and work of the tabernacle that they set up before they were on that journey. God gave them everything to encourage them. He gave them the water, gave them the food. He gave them the tabernacle to be a place of worship where they would look out from their tents of a morning and see their tabernacle set up, knowing that God was with them and the clouds were there, would lift for them to move, to be obedient to him. And so, by the tabernacle set up, we'll learn some of the way in which God had proved himself and shown to be a merciful God with his dear people.